happiness come from him. I can laugh again as a youth because God has given me a child. He has silenced my enemies. No one is holy like the Lord. There is no other God, O Lord, but you. There is no rock like our God. No one should boast about himself, for the Lord knows all about us. What counts with the Lord are deeds, not talk. The bows of proud warriors break, but the Lord gives strength to those who stumble in their weakness. Those who were once well fed must now work for their food, but those who are hungry now have all they want to eat. The wife who was unable to have children is hoping for 7, but the wife who had many grieves because she cannot get pregnant again. The Lord is the source of life. He gives and takes it away. He sends people to the grave. He also gives life. The Lord controls wealth and poverty. He humbles people and he makes people great. He raises the poor and lifts the needy from the ash heap. He seats them with princes and gives them a throne of honor. The earth is the Lord's and the foundations are in his hands. He guides the feet of saints and watches over his people. He will take the wicked away to disappear into darkness. Man does not succeed on his own strength. Those who fight against the Lord will be destroyed. He will thunder against them from heaven. He will judge the whole world. He will give all power to his chosen king and exalt the one whom he has anointed. I am Hannah, and I'd like to share with you how good God has been to me. Some people felt sorry for me, but most people just looked down on me because my husband Elkanah and I didn't have any children. It was considered shameful not to even have one child. In order for him to carry on his name, Elkanah did what many other men did. He married another woman, Peninnah, and they had many children. At home, Peninnah would use every chance she got to humiliate me. I would be able to ignore her at home for the most part, but the yearly trips to Shiloh for the worship services were just unbearable. Peninnah would continue her taunting. She even said to me once, "You know, God probably hasn't given you a child because he's just not pleased with you." One year, it got so bad, I left the table in tears. Elkanah ran after me and tried to comfort me. I knew he still loved me, but he just didn't understand. I decided to go to the sanctuary to pray. I fell on my knees and I cried my heart out to God, telling him that I couldn't take Peninnah's ridicule anymore. I prayed, "Almighty Lord, please look down on my misery and help me. Please give me a son. If you do, I'll give him to you forever and he'll be yours. I promise to carefully raise him." While I was praying, Eli the high priest noticed me and assumed I was drunk. He scolded me, telling me to go home and stop my drinking. "But sir," I said, "I'm not drunk. I've just been pouring out my troubles to the Lord, hoping he would hear my prayer." He replied, "I'm sorry. Go in peace, and may God answer your prayer and give you what you have asked for." I could feel my sorrow disappearing, and I was able to go home happy. God heard my prayer and blessed me with a son I named Samuel, which means that because I asked the Lord for him. He later became a prophet, a priest, and Israel's last judge. Taunted and misunderstood, this mother could have easily retaliated or given up hope. Instead, she poured out her troubles to God, and he answered her prayer. This lesson doesn't just apply to mothers, but to all of us. It is good to ask God to take care of the problem that is making us discontented. But we must do so understanding that he may have a different plan in mind. Whether he says yes or no to our request, we need to be patient. God will act in his own time, not ours. As we go through life, we get into situations where we often try to take matters into our own hands and make a mess of our lives. If we take our problems and concerns to the Lord and just trust him, he'll work things out for our good.
Amen.
Amen.